Hi, my name is Carly, and for the last 90 days, I've had the opportunity to work with Emily as one of her 90-day mentorship students. Before starting to work with Emily, I was beginning to feel like I had hit a wall in my training with my dog, Holly. Holly is a really fearful dog who has 3 bites on her record. The more that people came over as I attempted to socialize her, the more I started to feel resistance and saw increased anxiety in her. This was incredibly defeating, as you may know or may be able to imagine. As humans, we are social beings, and not being able to have our friends or family enter our home without feeling like we were fighting with our dog for hours to settle just didn't seem sustainable. As I worked with Emily, I became not only more confident in myself, but more confident in my relationship with my dog, Holly. I learned about moving away from pressure and things that trigger her, instead of correcting her for having reactions to those types of things. Emily helped me immensely throughout these past 90 days. I have such a deeper understanding of my dog, her body language, and the many steps that we can take to get us to where we want to be. One of the most helpful things Emily was able to do for me was provide continuous feedback over the 90 days we shared. We would meet in our lives so students could ask questions, and she will tell you I had a lot of questions. With my new knowledge from those lives, I would record the training that I did with my dog throughout that week. And then by the following Sunday, Emily would have provided either written or recorded feedback, and we would have yet another opportunity on Sunday to discuss any further questions. Each week, Emily pushed Holly and I to take the next steps in our training. And after working with Emily, I feel so much more hopeful for what life with my reactive dog can look like. I've been told in the past that my dog would simply not be comfortable around people. No one would ever walk her, and I was dreaming if I thought anybody else would ever be able to pet her. 90 days later, Holly has walked in a heel position with my mom, who was in fact her first bite. She's laid calmly on her cot as my friends have moved around our home, and she's getting closer and closer to accepting affection from others. Working with Emily will be something I am forever grateful for. So to the dog owner who's feeling stuck, who's feeling like their reactive dog is not living up to their full potential, I could not recommend Emily's program more. A few weeks into the program, Emily reminded me that when people know better, they do better. And I am so grateful to know better because of Emily's support and help throughout these past 90 days.